Good afternoon. I'm glad to see at least a few people sat at the table. But all at that end. So I want to thank all of you for coming for this afternoon's great announcement on behalf of the Board of Directors of the Danville Regional Foundation. In just a minute, you'll get to hear from our board chair, Charlie Majors. The board established the B.R. Ashby MD Award for Outstanding Community Service in 2009. It's a $50,000 general operating grant which awards and honors an outstanding a nonprofit in our region that has been engaged in outstanding community service based on their success in helping needy families and individuals overcome significant challenges. Each year, the general public is invited to nominate regional nonprofits that demonstrate the commitment to caring and a generosity of spirit. The nominator cannot be a member of the staff of the organization, but can be a board member, a volunteer, or a community member. And those are the folks we're really looking to hear from. Nominated organizations that meet the award criteria are then invited to submit a full application. Eligibility requirements include the nominated organization needs to be at least 5 years old. It needs to be recognized by our friends at the IRS as a 501c3 organization. It must be located in DRF's service area, which is Danville, Pennsylvania County, and Caswell County, and a majority of its clients and or programs must be located in the same general area. Grantees currently funded or having a commitment to be funded by DRF at $200,000 or more a year are not eligible for the Ashby Award, and previous award recipients are not eligible to reapply for a period of 5 years. Just a few quick facts about the 2015 award selection process. DRF received 38 nominations for 23 organizations this year. Previous award winners include Caswell County Parish in 2010, Danville Church-Based Tutorial Program in 2011, God's Pit Crew in 2012, Danville Life Saving and First Aid Crew in 2013, and last year the Northern Pennsylvania County Food Center. It's a remarkable list. I am now pleased to introduce Charlie Majors, DRF's board chairman, to announce this year's recipient and most importantly to present the check.
Thank you, Carl. It is indeed a pleasure to represent the board of the Danville Regional Foundation in making this presentation. And let me just start by saying a few words first about why we are making this award. Most of the foundation's work is prospective. It's about what organizations will do or plan to do. This award recognizes what the recipient has already accomplished. Most of our investments are about long-term impact, but this award is about short-term differences. This award also recognizes the current impact of a nonprofit organization's work in the community it serves. And the recipient demonstrates generosity of spirit and caring for the citizens served in the organization's service area and exemplifies dedication, commitment, and persistence to improving the welfare and quality of life for its constituents. Many excellent organizations were nominated for this award, but we could only select one So if any of you are here that were not selected, please apply again next year. Then I want to talk for just a moment about why we're honoring Bob Ashby. And I could talk for a long time about this. Bob Ashby was a native of this region. He was a child of mill workers growing up in Schoolfield. Bob Ashby provided untold commitment, dedication, leadership, and energy to improve the quality of life for the citizens in the Dan River region. His list of civic contributions is extensive. He served as a board member of the Future of the Piedmont Foundation, was chairman of the Danville Regional Health System. He served on the boards of the United Way, chairman of Averett University's board, and on the board of Mount Vernon United Methodist Church, among others. Governor Tim Kaine appointed Bob to a 4-year term on the State Council on Higher Education for Virginia. Because of his civic and educational contributions, both locally and statewide, he was honored as the Kiwanis Citizen of the Year in 2001. Bob Ashby was a founding member and the first chair of the Danville Regional Foundation Board of Directors. His leadership helped to guide the organization into the mission we today pursue, envisioning a thriving Danville region that works well for everyone. Because of his service to the region and to the foundation, the board decided to name this annual award in his honor. In 2013, we lost Bob. He passed away, and while the community has lost a leader, the work he believed in will move forward as Danville Regional Foundation continues to partner with organizations in the Dan River region to identify new opportunities and to support programs to benefit its residents for years to come. We're honored to have Fran Ashby, his wife, with us today. Thank you, Fran, for sharing your husband, Bob, with us for so many years and for working alongside him to make the Dan River region a place of which to be proud. And I do know how much she gave up so Bob could do all of this, so we really do appreciate this. Now I want to talk about who was selected and why. God's Storehouse was selected as the 6th recipient of the B.R. Ashby MD Award for Outstanding Community Service. The selection process was a difficult one. Many excellent organizations were nominated. I'd like to thank the 5 members of the advisory committee for their great work. The members of the committee remain anonymous, but they did an excellent job. God's Storehouse, the primary goal of God's Storehouse is to collaborate with the local faith-based communities to collect and distribute food resources and promote nutrition to individuals and families in need throughout Danville and Pittsylvania County. It is highly dependent on its 471 volunteers to deliver services. And Karen tells me that need and those services just continue to grow. I told her that most businesses like to see business grow. She said that's not the case with God's Storehouse, but we want to see it, and we're all working towards a Danville region where it will go down, Karen. I can assure you that that's our goal. But it does continue to grow, and the volunteers are critical to meeting that need. They have contributed 15,611 hours of work. In 2014, God's Storehouse provided 37,511 boxes of food to a total of 11,354 individuals, representing 5,505 households. That's incredible. That is incredible. On behalf of DRF, I am proud to award the B.R. Ashby MD Award for Outstanding Community Service to God's Storehouse. I'd like to ask Jennifer Taylor, God's Storehouse Board President, to come forward, and Karen Harris, if you would come as well. Jennifer, I'm going to give you the plaque.
That's great.
I'm going to give Karen the check.
I'll help her. Okay. Thank you. Good evening to all assembled. On behalf of the Board of Directors for God's Storehouse, I would like to express our sincere thanks to the Danville Regional Foundation for awarding us the B.R. Ashby Award for Outstanding Community Service. We are excited and grateful to accept this award of $50,000 that will possibly go toward our food purchase and or debt reduction. Our budget for food, as you alluded to, increased this year. We set aside, or we're budgeting for $175,000 based on what was spent in 2014, which reflects about a 15% increase. Once again, I would like to thank you very much for this award. Words cannot express our gratitude we have for the Danville Regional Foundation in choosing God's Storehouse for the Ashby Award, Ashby Community Service Award. The people we serve at God's Storehouse will be truly blessed by your great generosity. Thank you.
Okay, I'm doing my happy dance now. Thank you so much. I feel so very honored to receive this award on behalf of God's Storehouse and on behalf of our Board of Directors. And as I was coming in today, Starling was up here, and I said, okay, everybody that shows up today needs to come back with me because we have been overwhelmed today. Already this week, Monday, we served 432 families. Tuesday, it was 364 families, and I know today it's going to be over 400 families. I hated to leave because we were just incredibly busy today, and I'm just hoping that as the Regional Foundation will get behind some of these businesses, that our business will decrease one day and that we will start seeing fewer people that need God's Storehouse. And it is every day we see people coming in that are really trying to do better. They're working part-time jobs, or they can't find a job, or they're disabled, or they just have moved to this community and they're trying to get established and everything. And we see all kinds of stories every single day of people that coming in to see us and to help us. And I am so grateful for this award, and it just tells us that the community knows what we're doing, and that unfortunately we do have a need for God's Storehouse in this area. But one day that's going to change. One day that's going to change. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and hope you got your tennis shoes on because I need you back at God's Storehouse. Okay, we close at 5, so y'all get on down there. Okay.
This concludes the formal part of our presentation. Before we all go back and volunteer, there are some wonderful food items awaiting us. Please join us for a brief reception honoring God's Storehouse. And I'm sure the press would love to have some pictures of board members and staff to include in the publicity about this. I think one of the most important things that, just in closing, to remind everyone, sometimes when we make an award like this, organizations actually see contributions go down because they think, well, somebody else is taking care of it. This is an issue that, as Karen has said, is not going down. And we all have a responsibility as residents of the region to help take care of it. So join in. Thank you very much.